The next topic we're going to discuss is business litigation, where a business is sued for a party for whatever reason, or a business wants to bring a lawsuit. It's a very, very important aspect. And you have to be very, very careful. Why? It can be a runaway train. You can spend thousands and thousands and even millions of dollars involved in a lawsuit. It can take many, many months, even years to resolve. So you really have to be, if you are the party that wants to sue somebody, you really have to have a sound grounding and a determination to follow it through. Now, having said that, probably 98% of all cases settle. So the reality is the odds that you will be in a lawsuit that's going to last years and cost thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars is doubtful. But it's very, very important in the initial concept to create strategies. Strategy that can be created with an attorney. It can be myself or any other attorney, but the reality is that if you do not have a strategy, you are basically running and winging it in a situation where you could be at risk for thousands of dollars in legal fees, hundreds of thousands of legal fees, and in addition to that, you may not even prevail. Or you may even be sued. You can, many, many times, businesses are sued. If a business is sued, they're going to have to deal with the consequences of that. The difference between being the plaintiff and the party suing versus being the defendant and suing somebody is the plaintiff can stop the lawsuit if they choose, if the other party has not filed a cross-complaint or a lawsuit against them. As a defendant, the only way to terminate the lawsuit is for the plaintiff to agree. If the plaintiff does not agree, you cannot settle. It's very, very important to have a very sound strategy at the beginning of the process. Figure out what is the actual issue involved between the parties. How important is it to your business to maintain that issue? Obviously, if it's your trademark, if it's a partner that's taking money out of the company, and these are the type of issues that we have dealt with, they have to be dealt with. You don't have a choice. You're sort of put in a position where you have to follow through to the end to get a resolution, okay? But there may be other issues where somebody may be suing for $5,000, and then you have to look at it as a cost-benefit analysis. Is it really worth it to pursue it? Now, depends on your business, depends on many, many factors. Having a sound strategy and a sound business strategy is going to be very, very important. The reality is, just from an initial concept, once you are sued or if you are suing a party, the defendant, or if you are the defendant, has many, many different types of opportunities. One, they could attempt to answer the lawsuit. That would start the process of the lawsuit. Two, there are many different types of motions that are out there that you can follow. The point is that to try to do it on your own is a very, very big risk. Very big. It's not to say that you cannot go in pro per. Obviously, if you're a business, you have no option. Why? In a business setting, you cannot go in pro per. The only party that can go in pro per is a sole proprietor or an individual. Okay? A partnership, a corporation, an LLC, they don't have that opportunity. They must appoint somebody to be their counsel. It's a very, very important factor. Now, again, I keep on coming back to the same word, strategy. The difference is you can go to a law office, you can make a phone call, you can get served with a lawsuit, you can say you want to file a lawsuit against somebody. The reality is it's a very, very important concept to understand what is your intention, where do you want to go, how far do you need it to go, what are you willing to accept in the beginning, how far would you be willing to take it. You need to have the determination to be willing to go all the way, but with the concept that 98% of all cases do settle.